Very pleased to be joined by the co-captain of the Corsair Ice Hockey team, Dillon Radin. Dillon, it's great to see you. It's great. It's even greater to know that you guys are on the ice getting ready to play games in the next couple of weeks. So, no, it's got to be a great feeling for you. Welcome and thanks for your time today.
Oh yeah, thanks Jim. Thanks for having me. Yeah, just super excited to get back on the ice. We've been on the ice since January 19th, practicing with the team, and above all, just so excited to be back on the ice with the guys. All the guys are excited, and even without the games, we've been happy to be on the ice, just practicing with each other again, and just enjoy each other's presence.
It's interesting you mentioned that, Dylan, because a lot of, if you're looking at it from the outside, I guess, everybody just looks at the games that are missed. The game, you see games canceled, games rescheduled, whatever the situation has been over the last year or so. But you make a very good point about just being together and being on the ice, whether it's in practice, whether it's a game, whether it's wherever. How important is that, facet to you? I don't think people realize how important that facet is to you as a student athlete and to all of your teammates, because those are experiences you really used to take for granted.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's why we do it. That's why we play for the guys, for each other. Yeah, it's a blessing, really. I mean, we're happy to have this much. Like we didn't know if we were going to be playing at all, and just to once, like I said, to be on the ice with the guys, to just be around each other, it's just a little bit of a sense of normalcy, and something that we've been missing for sure. So just happy to get back into it.
Well, it's kind of been a roller coaster of emotions. You go back, speaking with Coach Nowak, you go back to March 7th. You're on the ice. It's the MassCAC championship game once again. And certainly not the result you were looking for, but to get to that point, the way the year ended last year, from the middle of January on, an 8-2-1 record, all the shutouts, Danny Davidson's incredible streak, the way things were just clicking on both sides of the ice. And then you're looking forward to your senior year, your competition, and the pandemic. And you think that, okay, it'll be all set by October, and it wasn't. And it was a difficult decision made by the MassCAC not to sponsor winter sports this year. So you're, in essence, do you look at this as you've almost been given a gift to play? Because so you look around the landscape in New England, everywhere else, no, a lot of schools, the majority of schools aren't playing hockey, and you are. That's certainly got to be a gift for you and for your teammates.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're one of, like you said, few schools that are being granted the opportunity to do this, and I'm more than grateful. I'm so excited. I mean, if it didn't work out the way it was for, we only have three seniors, and as far as I know, the three of us are planning on coming back. But if that wasn't the case, then I don't know. I would be losing my mind if this was truly my senior year and the last opportunity to play with the guys. It's it's hard to think about. I mean, just losing this much of the senior year as it is tough to deal with. But the coaches, the players, everyone has been really, the administration too. Everyone's been really helpful and just understanding of the situation because it's just so unprecedented and the way everyone's responded has been pretty remarkable.
Well, you mentioned the fact that you're coming back along with everyone. The NCAA granted an extra year of eligibility for all student athletes impacted during the pandemic. So I don't want to say this is bonus hockey, because anything in a pandemic, you hear all the time about normal, new normal, whatever that may be. But it's a chance for you to be together, and now it's something for you to look forward to. As you said, so many experiences, so many life events have been taken away by the pandemic, whether things you used to take for granted, games, classes, being together on campus, not the experience you signed up for, definitely.
Even the locker room, we things have changed a little bit of how we do things, so we don't get to spend the locker room time together. We have to get dressed in different locker rooms. So even that, just little things like that, we can't enjoy. Like I don't think that we haven't had all 25 guys in the same locker room since we've been back on the ice. So it is a new normal, like you said. I mean, and we're adapting, and whatever we have to do to get back on the ice and play games, we're here for it. So.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute, because it's not like, it wouldn't be like February in a normal year where you drive to Hetland, you lace them up, you go out there, you practice, and you go home, you do homework, get ready for class, be with your friends, whatever. There are so many sacrifices that student athletes have had to make in order for this to happen. Talk about some of the things that you and your teammates have had to do. The question I get asked a lot is, do they have to wear masks? And, it's been different at so many different levels and so many different places, but you guys have had to make a lot of sacrifices just for this to happen. Talk about those experiences a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we've sacrificed a lot. I mean, for number one time, we had the opportunity, we had the option to come back, and majority of the guys did come back, and I'm happy that they did. But just being here, our time, our effort, a lot goes into this, and I appreciate everyone's work. Everyone on the team gives their 2 cents, 10 cents, whatever they got. But it's a group effort, and yeah, on the ice we have to wear masks at all times. Whenever we're in the rink, we have to wear masks. Masks are always up. Kevin Pickering makes sure of that. A big little shout out to him. I'm sure you'd like to hear that. But yeah, we're always wearing masks, and he's always getting on us to keep them up. And it is tough. It is definitely tough. And it's not easy going a million miles an hour with a mask over your face, sweat going down your face. I mean, it's hard to breathe, but you know what? We're making it work, and I'm just happy that we're making it work.
That's the best thing. You're making it work and doing what you need to do. Let's talk about on the ice for a minute. You had a great junior year last year, 13 goals, 26 points, top returning scorer coming back. As I talked to Coach Nowak, all three captains, alternate captains, are the top returning scorers for the team. So you certainly set the tone both on and off the ice. How has it been? You have so many veterans coming back. How has it been putting together blending the veterans with the newcomers as things have gone along in the preseason?
It's been interesting. I mean, we lost a couple key players, the Leonard, Steve, and Sean, Cameron Mack, who had a great season last year, 13 goals. But we're bringing back. I mean, we're bringing in a lot of new faces, some good players. We're bringing a lot of speed and skill, some extra size through. We have a transfer from Newman, a big 6'7", so that'll help on the front end. And yeah, I mean, I think we have a freshman on 3 of the 4 lines, and on our 4th line we have 3 juniors who are looking to make a big splash this year and going into next year. But yeah, that 4th line of Blake Harlow, Melker Kroon, and Griffin Winsick, we're going to be looking to those guys a lot to help us. They round out the 4 lines with some serious depth, so we have a good mix right now, and I'm excited.
When you say 6'7", it's funny. That's 6'7" without skates on.
Yeah.
It's almost 7 feet with skates on, so that's certainly imposing. You talked about the 4 lines coming together. Defensively, some holes to fill there with graduation and with opt-outs, but you look at the defense. I mean, you certainly look at the goaltending. Coach Nowak, and we're talking about it. It's an enviable position to be in, with Stanger, with Danny, and with Parker Butler coming back off of injury. You got 3 of the best goaltenders in New England, and it's a luxury to have, I guess.
Mm-hmm. 3 starters right there, and it's anybody's net. I mean, Danny and Stang split time last year, and Dan had that unbelievable run, and unfortunately Butler was out for injury last year, but the year before he had an incredible season. So I mean, any guy gets the green light. I mean, it's their net to lose. So those are 3 incredible goalies, and like you said, enviable position, because those are three of the best goalies in New England, maybe even all of D3 hockey. So.
Well, I said to Coach Nowak, I said, I don't even think Bruce Cassidy has that luxury with the Bruins right now of having three goaltenders he can go to. So
Yeah,
it's just great to be talking about playing hockey again, Dillon, and I can see it, you know, in your eyes and hear it in your voice about, you know, just how excited you guys are to be back. Schedule begins this week, goes through next week. It's a limited schedule, but it's still an opportunity to play. Folks can check it out as the season progresses over the next few weeks at Corsairathletics.com. Dillon, I can't thank you enough for your time. It's so great to see you, and so great to see you guys back on the ice. And we'll look forward to tracking the action in the next couple of weeks, and definitely looking forward to a return to normal as we get into 21-22.
Yes, of course. Well, thank you, Jim. Thanks for having me. Appreciate everything you do. And yeah, excited to get back into it.
Sounds great. He is Dillon Radin, and you can catch him and his Corsair Ice Hockey teammates in action in the coming days, and follow along at Corsairathletics.com. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.